Hello class and welcome. Today we are going to see our sixth lesson of English 10th medium. Name of lesson is The Alchemy of the Nature. It is written by the Raksha Bahadia. Now before going to start, few instructions are there. Please open a book PDF file in your mobile phone or computer while watching. In case of any doubt, you can contact us on this WhatsApp number 8390935566 or you can mail us at helpyourpair@gmail.com. And very important, please note down all the vocabulary and try to remember it. Now we will see the basic introduction of this topic. This topic or this lesson is about the wonders of our mother nature. या आपल्या निसर्गातील काही अद्भुत गोष्टी आहेत त्या आपल्याला ह्या धड्यामध्ये शिकायला भेटणार आहेत. There are too many things happening around us every day and every second. Those things motivates us and we can learn a lot of things from them. Now we are going to start the chapter. Before the chapter there is a small poem. See a word in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. It's written by the William Blake. Now meaning is given in this passage. Something as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off the idea of imagination of huge significance of the word. Now significance means a reason why it exists, that is significance. Grain means small piece. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as a white flower and derive joy forever. Only one should have the eyes and time to see. Now here you can see the significance of word in a small flower as well. We will experience the beauty of that small flower as well. Infinity is endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Eternity is endless time, but just an hour in your life can make difference to the word forever. Now here, infinity is an endless space, but your palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Basically, infinity is an endless space, but if you have guts, if you have taken huge amount of efforts, you have a strong goal, strong target, and you are acting towards it, you can achieve anything. That is the meaning. And eternity is an endless time, but just an hour, your life can make difference to the world forever. Now how you are going to utilize your time, that will make a difference. That is the meaning of this last. The great deeds can surpass time limits of time and space. They never die. Now here actually a lesson starts. We instinctively turn the outdoor activities and nature as way of relaxing and enhancing our well-being. Now instinctively म्हणजेच मुद्दामून किंवा बाय इंटेन्शन. ज्यावेळेला आपण बाहेर जातो त्यावेळेला आपल्याला अशा बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी निसर्गातून बघायला भेटतात की जे आपल्याला रिलॅक्सिंग करतात आणि आपल्याला एन्हान्स करतात. नेचर सोथ्स अँड नर्चर्स. निसर्ग आपले पालन पोषण करतो. सोथ्स आणि नर्चर्स म्हणजे पालन पोषण करणे अर्थ. नेचर फुलफिल्स अँड मोटिवेट्स. आपल्याला तो मोटिवेट करतो, उत्साह प्रेरणा देतो. नेचर विस्पर्स अँड कमांड्स. तो आपल्याशी काहीतरी कुजबुजतो, बोलतो, काहीतरी आज्ञा पण देतो. आर यू लिसनिंग? वेन यू आय डू इट लिव्स मी इन अ कम्प्लीट अवे. ज्यावेळेला लेखाला हे समजलं किंवा काही गोष्टी रिअलाइज झाल्या त्यावेळेला आपल्याला हे जाणवतं की आपण पूर्णपणे आश्चर्यचकित झालो जर का आपण त्या गोष्टी व्यवस्थित ऐकत असू तर. वी हॅव अ hibiscus plant in our garden. The hibiscus is the name of plant. Every fourth night a flower blooms on it, big, bright and tender. Through the day it smiles and with the sun and dances with the wind. But as evening approaches it starts wilting. Wilting means to dry off. कोमेजून जाणे. The morning after it withers completely and by evening it falls and becomes one with the earth again. Flowers comes to life only for a day, yet it does so in full splendor. Splendor म्हणजे वैभव, wealth. What if we too lived our life, however short it is, to fullest? Now here is an example given by the hibiscus plant. Hibiscus plant is having only one day of life. but still how he lives that one day. We can learn from it. Whatever you have life, whatever time you have get, you should live with full of joy, not with sorrow. That's the learning point here. Next passage. We went to a rocky beach and saw the spread of majestic ocean and rocks alongside, carved, sculpted, and shaped by the water. Now spread means huge expand किंवा पसारा ह्या अर्थाने पसरलेला समुद्र. Carved म्हणजे कोरणे, to write something on a rocky surface. And sculpture means मूर्ती, दगडामधल्या मूर्ती ह्या अर्थाने. स्कल्पचरचा इथं स्कल्प्टेड हा वर्ब म्हणून यूज केलेला आहे. तर आपण हे असं बघतो की समुद्राच्या पाण्यामुळे खडकांना खूप असा वेगळ्या प्रकारचा शेप पडलेला असतो. Water is so gentle and rock is so hard, yet as the water flows over it every day for years, the rock gives in. It takes the shape that water commands. Our problems are so colossal and we are so small, yet if we persist. Now, colossal means huge. Now here the learning point is, as we see, rock is very hard and water is very soft. But for huge amount of time, water continuously dashes on the surface of the rock, and after some time the rock will get the shape recommended by the water. Now as per the water strikes. So learning point is, whatever may the problem, what big may the problem, doesn't matter. How you are going to face it and how much you are persistent about it, it matters. Big problems are also become very small if you continues to try for it. Next, we saw small bits of grass peeping through the small cracks in a concrete pavement. It left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. Here the example is very beautiful. Peeping means डोकावणे, to peep out, to get out. So that's the meaning. Now you can see a small bits of grass peeping through a small cracks of concrete pavement. Now for a grass, it is hardly impossible, or we can say very difficult to grow on a concrete pavement because of lack of soil. But still, that small amount of soil makes it difference and it will grow. Now the learning point is, whatever may the conditions, if you have small kind of hope, it will bring you out from there. Passage 6. We saw a tree bare of all leaves in the wet winter months. We thought its chapter was over. But 3 months passed, the spring set in, and the tree was back to its green majesty once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. What if we too had a conviction that however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. Remember, this too shall pass. Now chapter was over means dying or dead. In case of winter, before winter or in winter, we saw many trees leaves there, or we can say out of their leaves, and we thought that this tree is going to die. But after few months it will again grow up and new leaves comes in. That is why the learning point is, you have some time. Difficult things may change or definitely going to change, but you need some time. Time is the solution for some kind of problems. Next passage. We saw an army of ants lugging a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. Now lugging means pushing, ओढ़ने या अर्थाने, or pulling. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on a frail feelers and carried it to quite distance. Now frail feelers म्हणजे small legs या अर्थाने, छोटेसे इवलेसे पाय मुंग्यांचे. तर मुंग्या आपल्यापेक्षा 10 पट जास्त मोठ्या असणाऱ्या एखाद्या किड्याला उचलतात आणि ओढून घेऊन जातात. Their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. Their teamwork and perseverance, की त्यांचं काम करण्याची पद्धत आणि त्यांचा जिद्द हे आपल्याला खूप इम्प्रेसिव्ह करणार असतं. What if we too are consistent, organized and focused? Spider webs are also delicate yet very strong. जर का आपण सुद्धा त्यांच्याप्रमाणे जर का कन्सिस्टन्स, ऑर्गनाइज्ड आणि फोकस्ड राहिलो, तर आपल्याला सुद्धा भरपूर काही करता येऊ शकतं. अजून एक एक्झाम्पल दिलेलं आहे द स्पायडर वेब्स डेलिकेट इट व्हेरी स्ट्रॉंग. पोळ्यांचं जाळं सुद्धा भरपूर प्रमाणामध्ये खूप स्ट्रॉंग असतं, ते एखाद्या मोठ्या किडीला पण अडकून ठेवू शकतं. रेनबो कलर्स द एंटायर स्काय. ऑस्ट्रिच टेक इन अ ग्रेन ऑफ सँड दे ओपन अप विथ द पर्ल. इन्युमरेबल स्टार्स शाईन अक्रॉस द इन्फायनाइट स्काय. या ठिकाणी रेनबो म्हणजे इंद्रधनुष्य. इंद्रधनुष्य पूर्ण आसमान काबीज करतो. ऑस्ट्रिच त्या शिंपल्यात जाऊन हिरा बनतो. आकाशामध्ये असे अगणित तारे आहेत. क्लाउड्स टेक न्यू शेप्स विथ एव्हरी पॉसिंग मोमेंट. ढग प्रत्येक क्षणाला वेगवेगळे शेप घेतात. द वाइंड मेक्स ट्रीज डान्स विथ अनहिंडर्ड पॅशन. वाऱ्यामुळे झाडे अगदी बिंदास्त नाचतात. अनहिंडर्ड मीन्स बिंदास्त. वॉटर विदाउट हिंट ऑफ ईगो चेंजेस इट्स फॉर्म अकॉर्डिंग टू द dictates of the sun and the wind. When we see a caterpillar turn into butterfly, a flower turn into fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. We touch it and become gold ourselves. तर बघा, ज्या प्रकारे एखादा छोटासा सुरवंट एका फुलपाखरात रूपांतरित होतो किंवा एखाद्या फुलाचं फळ बनतं, त्यावेळेला आपल्याला अद्भुत चमत्कार जो निसर्गामध्ये होतो तो जाणवतो, तो कळतो. आणि आपण जसं काय अजून आपण स्वतः एक प्रकारचा जादूगार किंवा एक चमत्कार आहात असं आपल्याला वाटतं. रायटर इज रक्षा वरादी. Here this chapter ends. Please solve questions in your notebook as per the given in the assignment PDF file. Thank you so much.